More about water. Water is an important part of our lives. All the living beings need water to survive. We need water to perform different tasks like drinking, cooking, washing clothes and many others. We also use water in making electricity. Our planet Earth is also covered with 70% water, but we should never waste water. What floats, what sinks. Have you seen our mother making puri in the kitchen? When she rolled out the puri and put it in the hot oil, first the puri sinks to the bottom of the pan. As it puffed up, the puri comes up and starts floating on the oil. What happens if you put a paper boat on water? It starts floating on water. If you put a marble on water, would it sink or float? What happens to a table tennis ball? Some objects floats on water while others sink. Objects lighter than water floats on it. Example: rubber, pen, polythene, paper, wood. Objects which are heavier than water sinks in it. Example: stone, iron object, drinking water. Water keeps us healthy, but dirty water can make us ill. This is why it is not good to drink water from rivers and ponds. Water in lakes, ponds and rivers is highly polluted. It is full of mud, leaves, small water insects, animals and fish. Humans also pollute water by bathing cattle and washing clothes, washing vehicles using the water sources as a toilet, throwing garbage. The industries release poisonous and harmful chemicals into it. Dirty water allows disease-causing germs and bacteria to grow in it, making it unsafe for human use. Skin infections, jaundice, diarrhea, cholera, dysentery are all waterborne diseases. Drinking water. In order for water to be safe for drinking, it has to be treated and purified. A city's water supply may depend on a lake or river, but before it comes to our house, the water is cleaned with chemicals and made safe or fit for our use. First, water is taken to a sedimentation tank. Here it is filtered through layers of sand. The filtered water is then treated with chlorine or bleaching powder. These chemicals destroy diseases-causing bacteria. When the water reaches our home, we can further purify it in many ways. We can put a small amount of bleaching powder in our water tank. We can boil or filter water, which is perhaps the best method. In some houses, water is purified by devices like common carbon filters, or by ultraviolet or UV rays, or by RO technique. Drinking water should also be stored properly in clean covered containers. When it takes so much effort to keep our drinking water clean, it is easy to see why it's unsafe to drink bottled water or water in a poly bag bought at public places. We cannot be sure that this water has been properly treated, purified and stored. It is always a good idea to carry a bottle of clean drinking water from home with you wherever you go out. Saving water. Water is scarce in many parts of the world, including our own country. People buy water or walk long distances to fetch it. When we study the water cycle, we learn that the same water gets recycled again and again in nature. Hardly any new water is created on Earth, and all the salty water of the ocean is not useful to drink, cook or any other purposes. Leaking taps and careless usage waste a lot of water. Polluting water wastes it too, by making more and more of it unfit for our use. If we don't protect our water sources, they will continue to minimize. Wasting this great gift of nature means putting all living things in danger of their lives. We should follow these steps to conserve water. We should close all taps when not needed, repair leaking taps and pipes, and take care not to waste water while bathing and washing. We should not pollute water bodies like lakes and rivers by washing clothes in them or by throwing garbage into them. Wastewater and sewage should not be released into water bodies without being treated. We should harvest rainwater and store it for further use. Dams and barrages should be constructed to store excess water, especially during the rainy season.